Hey everyone, this is Anime Speeds. This is going to be the first of many videos where we will be discussing and analyzing One Piece characters and what makes them unique in their own way. In the case of Luffy, Luffy's personality is like that of a child, in the sense that he tends to go to the extremes. He can either be extremely greedy in cases of food, adventures, or invitations to join his crew. On the other side, he can be extremely selfless, going so far as to virtually sacrifice himself to avenge or protect his crew. This childish mentality allows him to get to the root of the problem and allows him to figure out the most simple way of solving it. But if I had to choose 5 traits that define Luffy's character, it would be his thirst for adventure, his instincts, his fearlessness, his leadership skills, and his charisma. It has been stated more than once that Luffy's instinct and behavior are similar to that of a wild beast, like when he knows who he has to fight before he even gets to the battle. Even his fights show this, as he relies on his instincts and counterattacks, which complements the way he views the world. He is most often been smiling, except in a fight where he is forced to use all his power. Luffy also seems to rarely change personality-wise, because he views the world in a straightforward and simple manner. He is occasionally the only person who can see past events that have taken place and realize the true goal, yet at other times he can fall into the simplest of traps. However, he is a genius when it comes to fighting, such as when he figured out how to defeat Crocodile's devil fruit on the verge of death, how to use Soru just by watching it once, developed a number of effective counters to Enel's mantra ability, learning everything Silver's Rayleigh had to teach him about Haki in a year and a half. In battle, Luffy has shown signs of intelligence, high tactical and innovative skills. He can easily adapt to hindering situations such as Mr. Three's candle lock or Enel's gloam paddling into an attack. He also used a mirror to reflect Fox's Noro beam attack. During the Marineford arc, Dracula Mihawk mentions that Luffy seems unusually clear-headed by avoiding Mihawk's attacks. Additionally, during his battle against Mihawk, he uses Buggy as a scapegoat shield to help protect him and move forward towards Ace. As a person with a middle initial D, Luffy shares the common trait of not fearing death. He will often state that it is fine if he reaches his goal or dies on the way. He even smiled when he was nearly executed by Buggy in Logtown, although he did have a look of shock and surprise in his eyes before this happened, when Sanji and Zoro tried to rescue him. Even if he is in a bizarre, frightening place, he will instead smile, be delighted, or even laugh. Luffy is brave enough to face even the most dangerous or frightening people, such as the 7 warlords of the sea and the 4 emperors, and even the marines. He even punched a world noble who is known to be in a position that instills fear into others by their mere presence. At Thriller Bark, the encounter with zombies or ghosts did not even faze Luffy. While Luffy is bold and fearless, certain events and people can frighten him, and he can express shock as well. When he was a child, he was afraid when Garp would find out about his dreams of sailing as a pirate. he is wary of Nami's temper, as he thought whoever wanted to marry her is brave. He was initially shocked to see Chopper's capabilities to act like a human and his transformations. He was startled when Monet appeared behind him. On Whole Cake Island, Luffy seemed visibly worried when he, his crew and allies were trapped on the chateau with the Big Man pirates. Luffy also shows significant leadership skills, which at other times he usually lacks and therefore has his captain duties done by another crew member. An example of his leadership skills is usually present at the most serious and direst times, such as in the Water 7 arc, in which a portion of the Straw Hats, some Galila Fortmen and Frankie family are present. Luffy brings the three together by pointing out that they now have a common enemy and should form an alliance to take back what the enemy has taken. Another time could be when he takes on the burden of being captain and does not hold back when dueling Usopp and restrains himself from calling Usopp back afterward. He also displays this in Dressrosa, when Frankie voices opposition to Trafalgar Law's plan, getting everyone on the same page by having them assist the Tontanta dwarves in their effort to overthrow Doflamingo. Crew members also listen to his orders without question when he is serious, all respecting his position. In the Sabondi Archipelago arc, Jewelry Bonnie comments on how not just anyone could order Zoro around, since Zoro seems to be so independent and ruthless. Yet he respects Luffy's commands when the time calls for it. Despite all his peculiar traits and habits, Luffy's most defining part of his personality is the ability to make allies out of absolutely anyone, including former enemies, villains, and even Whitebeard himself, which is said by Mihawk to be the most dangerous ability in the world. When other individuals heard Luffy mention that he, his crew, and the people they meet are friends or comrades, it touched the hearts of others who were later grateful to Luffy and his crew and support them, like Karu, Vivi, Nefertari Cobra, and Fukabushi. That also applies to Nami and Chopper, who later joined the Straw Hat Pirates. So these 5 are the 5 best traits that I can think of from Monkey D. Luffy, the future Pirate King. But let me know down in the comments if you agree on some or you disagree on some others. This was the first video, so be gentle. It's gonna be a series. We're gonna start from the Straw Hat Pirates and move on to other characters as well. So if you want me to improve on some aspects of the video, then be free to comment me what do you think. Anyway, until next time, this was Anime Speech. I'm out. Peace.